calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He juked him.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll run again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on second down. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They run with Logan. The numbers on the ground for Logan a week ago. 22 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Howard. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll go. It's Patterson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big gain on his sights, but he can reel it in. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Howard on 3rd down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Howard throwing on 1st down. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 33. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll try and run for it. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They run again with Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's definitely not been there for him in the 1st half. I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back to the ground now. Patterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Third down, here's Patterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw is Howard on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Miami set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. Taken down at the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
Here's Jack Fox now. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Howard now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's Howard looking to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Operating from the gun, Howard. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Howard, off play action. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Here's a give to Patterson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll run on 1st down. Dorsey, he'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 64 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Looking to throw. Howard. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try to run with Patterson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum, and he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Logan. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. Second and
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
2 and now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
complete to number 82. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run it here with Logan. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
3 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They run with Logan.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And Hill with it over the middle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And the defense loses him. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
On 1st down, Logan. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Logan, and he will take it in. Front offense touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took it home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now Howard to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Howard. To throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Back to throw. Howard. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Howard now, looking to throw on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Howard. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Butker's kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Tua.
Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. Man open left side is Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback, able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon,